Coming up in this video, we're going to be talking about how to properly qualify your clients as a travel agent. Let's go. All right, everyone. My name is Jarrett-Jamal Davis from jarrettjamaldavis.com. And on this channel, I create videos on a weekly basis with tips and strategies to help you create an income online so you can live the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. Now, this is your first time watching one of my videos, consider subscribing. So, why should you even qualify your clients as a travel agent? Let's talk about that, and I'm going to give you a few tips. So when it comes to properly qualifying your clients, you can have a better outlook on what you should be expecting, and maybe this will save you a little time, energy, and money. So again, why should you qualify your clients? Well, first things first is, as a travel agent, you are providing a personalized service to your clients, and you need to qualify them by looking at things like their personal preferences on places they would like to go, some of the interested places that they have probably been looking at, haven't visited before, what is their budget, and of course, you want to look at what type of vacations have they already been on. What are some of the destinations that they've already been to, because this will give you an idea of what type of traveler that they already are or could be. Some people have been all over the world. Some people have just been to the next state. Some people haven't even taken a vacation yet. So you have a wide variety of different clients that you can have. But again, these are just some of the ways that will help you qualify if this is a right client for you. Now, another reason why you want to qualify your client is because of time. Being a travel agent, you are going to be talking to multiple people every single day, and you're handling multiple clients at the same time. So your time is very important. And one of the biggest things you want to look at is how quickly is that client getting back to you? Because, of course, we don't really have time to reach out to clients. We don't hear from them for a week or 2 weeks because there are so many people out there that are looking for a travel agent to help them out with their destination. And you want to help those clients who are actively looking and are actually serious about going on a vacation. Now, another thing that you want to look at when qualifying your clients is you want to make sure that you actually match them with the right destination. And what I mean by that is there are so many different people that range from beginner travel to advanced. So they may have, you may have the people who have been down to Florida to the beach, to the people who are frequent cruisers, to the people who like to go on all-inclusive vacations, or you might have jet setters who just like to hop from country to country to country. You definitely want to make sure that you match them with the right type of destination, and you want to make sure that you're even able to provide them with the best destination. Now, one of the biggest things you want to look at when qualifying your clients is making sure that you avoid any miscommunication and disappointments. And that's why you want to qualify your clients, because you want to ensure that both you and your client are on the same page regarding the vacation details, their budget, the destinations, maybe the activities that they're going to be doing, or even the travel dates. So you want to avoid miscommunication. That way you won't be disappointed, and neither will your client. And also, again, another reason why you want to qualify your client is because when you qualify them, the client, you can really find out if this is going to be a client that is going to listen to your suggestions and really just take the time to grow that relationship with you. Because again, you're providing them with a service so they can go on the vacation of their dreams. And you never know, You see, with qualifying that client the right way, they may not only just go on a destination that you're advising them about, but this may also increase your sales and revenue in your travel business, because there'll be opportunities for you to tell them about tours that they can go on, restaurants that they may want to try. You also may be able to advise them on gear that they may need to purchase for the vacation that they're going on. Now, another thing you want to look at is you're qualifying these clients because, again, like I was saying earlier, you don't want to waste your time. Again, there are plenty of people who are out here who want to take a vacation. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are working with a client who is committed to not only going through this process of getting the right information for their vacation, but also booking with you. So those are a few reasons why you want to qualify your client. But let's talk about how do you actually qualify that client? So you'll know if that's someone that you want to work with. And one of the first things that you want to look at is creating a questionnaire or creating a form that your client can fill out. It could be a digital form. It could be a paper form. Of course, we're in a digital age. So if you are on Facebook or Instagram, I know on Instagram, you can have a link in your bio that they can click on that link, fill out that form. And when they fill out that form, you can ask them different questions to gather information about the type of vacation that they're trying to go on. So you want to look at things like, again, like I was saying earlier, where are the places that they prefer to go to? What is their budget? That is one of the biggest ones. What is their budget for the vacation? Also, you want to look at, what are the dates that they want to travel? And what are some of the activities that they're looking to do while they're actually on that vacation? Now, another way you can qualify them is, again, not only with getting this information from a form or from an email, you also want to look at doing one-on-one consultations. You can do this through email. You can do this through Zoom calls. You can do it over the telephone. But this will allow you to engage with your client, to really get a better perspective of what type of client they'll be. And again, what type of places they want to go to. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are even well versed in the places that they want to go to. Now, again, like I was talking about it earlier, there are so many ways you can gather the information from the client, whether it's online surveys or forms. I actually have a form that I created when I want to get a quote for a client. And if you haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it right here in the cards. And also I'm going to put a link to it in the description, and it'll show you exactly how to create a digital quote form that you can send out to your clients so they can fill out that information and you can get all of the information that you need for their next vacation. Now, another thing that you want to look at when you're trying to see how do you actually qualify these clients is, again, you want to look at their travel history. And I say this because, again, clients, whether they're on a beginner level or whether they're on an expert level, they have so many different places that they've been or would like to go. And you want to see, can I provide this? Some of these clients may want to go places that you don't have that much experience in. You may need to take some trainings, or you might want to get certified in that place. And then again, you also might have your beginner travelers that may be a perfect client for you if you're just getting started. So you definitely want to look at what their travel history is so you can gauge if this is a type of client that you can actually handle. You don't want to come up on a client who's so well versed in travel. They may have aspirations of this big group, and it may be too big of a load for yourself. So again, this is why you are looking at their travel history and what they're trying to do, which also brings me back to their budget. Again, we're qualifying a client. So we want to make sure that we find out what is the range for the vacation that they're looking forward to going on, because we want to set the right expectation when it comes to these places. Some people don't really know how much it actually costs to go to some of these places. And then again, with qualifying the clients, you also have to make sure that, again, you meet the expectations, because sometimes we have clients who, they want to go to France on a shoestring budget, and we can't always make that happen. Again, you're not only creating this experience for the client, but you also want to make sure you create the best experience for yourself as well. And then at the end of the day, also one of the things that you do not want to overlook when qualifying your client is, do they have special needs? This is something that you need to ask about. Do they have dietary restrictions, accessibility needs, or a particular accommodation that they may need? You want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to find out this information, again, so that client can have the best possible experience. Now, we talked about those things, but how do you know if the client is actually right for you? Let's talk about that. So when it comes to the travel preferences, you want to make sure that their preferences are aligned, again, with something that you actually specialize in. Because like I said earlier, let's say you are a land-only type of travel agent and you only book land type of vacations, but this client may want to go on a cruise, and this is something that you are not an expert in, or you don't have a lot of knowledge in. You definitely want to see what type of vacation they want to go on, so you'll know if this is even something that you can book. And again, communication is key, because if this is something that you aren't familiar with, you can gather that information. And if you have some partners or other travel agents that if they specialize, that you can see if they are able to book this client. Because again, listen, there's enough money out here for all of us. So you don't need to have every single client to make good money in this industry. Now, also, again, we were talking about budgets and realistic expectations. So again, how to know if the client is right for you, you got to check. You got to check that form, talk to them, whether it's on a one-on-one or a Zoom, and see what the budget is. Because if it's significantly lower than all of the destinations that you've looked up, you got to really have a real serious conversation with that client. Again, like I said, they may want to go to this destination, but their budget may not meet that. And me personally, when it comes to actually provide a client with a quote, once I find out all of the information for their destination or their vacation, I like to provide them with 3 quotes. One that meets their budget, one that's a little bit above their budget, and one that's a little bit below their budget. That gives them 3 quotes. That also gives them the opportunity to really choose. They don't have to choose just one. They have 3 different options that they can look at, because you'll find out that some people will give you a budget, and they'll also see your higher package and your lower package, and they may make a decision from that. They may make a decision to say, hey, I need to save up a little more money and go on this higher vacation. Or they may say, it looks like they can save me a little money and I'll go on the lower package. So again, that's why you want to look at the budget and make some real or set some real expectations with your client. And also, how to know if the client is right for you. You got to make sure that they are respectful and willing to work with you, because at the end of the day, as a travel agent, as a travel business owner, you want to always provide them with the professionalism that any and every client that you come across deserve. So of course, when you hop on these calls, you want to make sure that you look professional. You want to make sure that you're actually ready for the call. You don't want to have a lot of background noise or anything like that going on. Make sure you're in a quiet space so you can communicate with that client. And also, you want to make sure that this person is willing, again, like I was saying earlier, to listen to you and your recommendations. Now, with looking at all of this, if you can see, or if you see through getting that form, getting all of the information from the client based upon the destination they want to go to, if you have done the one-on-one consultation with them and it seems like everything is going as it needs to, and you can book this destination for your client, you also want to look at if this client can provide you with referrals and possible reviews, because again, this is another thing that helps you with your travel business. And I'm telling you, one of the last things I look at is when it comes to qualifying your clients, you want to go through this process of qualifying your clients, because this will help you know if this is going to be a long-term client or is it going to be a short-term client. You see, a short-term client, they may book one vacation with you, maybe two, but when you have those long-term clients, they'll come back year after year after year, and also, again, bring you referrals and give you good reviews, which at the end of the day will help you continue to grow your business, and also you'll be able to provide them with some amazing destinations. So listen, if you got value from today's video, these are some of the things that you need to look at when you are trying to qualify your clients. Now, I put videos out like this on a weekly basis, so make sure you like and also subscribe to the channel. And if you're looking for some more tips, you can click or tap the screen. But other than that, I hope you take care, take charge, and have an amazing day on purpose. Why? Because you deserve it.